Hey friends, it's Amanda. Thanks so much for being here and watching. Joining you today as part of the Scrappy YouTubers Lift-a-Thon, which started back on the 1st of April at Leilani Scrap's channel, but I'll have all the details in the description box below for you for all the people that have already shared and all the people coming in the hot, because there's so many amazing scrapbookers like this lovely lady, Rachel Reynolds, who I'm scrap lifting today, and this is her gorgeous layout, which I am rotating. Just to make it a little more interesting, I guess. And I'm using an old Hip Kit Club kit, the September 2020 kit. It's got lots of the Maggie Holmes Marigold collection in it. Yeah, even scraps from when my cameo ate my paper, because, you know, these things happen, but not wasting them at all. And this gorgeous photo, you have my son with me, and those little feet, they get me every time. So yeah, let's get straight on into it. So just starting with that gorgeous trim across the top, and instead of a rule lined paper, I'm using this beautiful wood grain because it ties in beautifully, obviously with my photograph sitting under the tree and in the leaves. So really rich and really warm and gorgeous colours throughout. And of course this kit was a fall kit, so it's got all those lovely rich warm tones that I just adore scrapbooking with. And just quickly, one of the things I didn't realise when I was doing this scrap lift, I had picked out the layout from Rachel's Instagram account, not realising that her layout was in fact a scrap lift from Hannah Lemo, and I hope I pronounced her surname correctly, at Dandelion 2002. But I'll have her details in my description box as well, because of course I didn't realise it's kind of like a scrap lift of a scrap lift of a scrap lift now. So lots of scrappy fun today. But yeah, I'll have details of both those amazing ladies in my description box, so you can check out their amazing accounts, because they really are very talented scrapbookers. So as you can see, I've made that lovely distressed, ripped, torn edge that features very predominantly throughout the layout. And I'm just going to add, yeah, just a little bit more texture. And I'm thinking of tucking my photo in and under that as well, so we get a little bit of that popping through as well, so you can see that gorgeous lift. For this mixed media stripes underneath, instead of using mixed media, I had that beautiful painted paper, or paint strips paper, from the Marigold collection. So I decided to snip it up and use that instead, so you can see them sitting in underneath. I'm just going to add a ribbon trim through the join there. I just the ribbon's a little bit symbolic. It's a bit of memorabilia that's personal to the story, so it just ties in really lovely and works with the color scheme as well. So I'm just going to add that in. But yeah, with the paint strip paper, on one side it's got the beautiful, you know, paintbrush finish on it, but the other side you'll see they were just flat, because they obviously were flush to the end of the paper. So to give it the appearance of not being a perfectly cut piece of paper, I actually rip and distress the edges of those pieces too, so that everything looks cohesive and the same. But I'll just finish trimming off, yeah, that ribbon. There we go, lovely. And there we go, there's these pieces, and yeah, you can see I've ripped the bottoms, and then I've folded them just ever so slightly, so they've got a bit of lift and texture. So no mixed media for mine, but those beautiful vertical stripes were so dominant in both artists' scrapbook pages that I just wanted to feature them in a different way. So yeah, using paper instead of media today. And then some Maggie Holmes chipboards, and I think those gorgeous veneers were actually from Pebbles in the Jen Hadfield collection that was included in the September hip kits. But definitely lots of Marigold from crepe paper today, so really pretty. I think we all love Maggie Holmes, don't we? It's nice to create with something elegant, and this is such a special page that it really demanded that. Those little cutout words there, I look at you and see sunshine. It was a beautiful little 3x4 card from a cut apart piece of paper, and I just had to cut them out because, you know, if you look at the photo, you can see I'm looking at my son, and honestly, I call him my sunshine because, of course, he is my darling son, and he really does make the world shine. So it just fits so perfectly. So I've got the word love at the top for the layout for the title. I do pop in that So Sweet chipboard, but if you're like me, big chipboards, I tend to peel the sticky off the back so I can sit them in and then think about them. And even though I sit it on there, I actually remove it at the very end and don't decide to use the So Sweet. So it's going to sit there for a while, but don't worry, it's going. But yeah, just thinking about positioning in my photograph now, getting that exactly where I want it. And then look, lots of embellishing, because in the original you'll see there's lots of embellishment around the photograph on every side. And I just wanted to simplify that down and give it more of a a cleaner look and perhaps water my style really, and just make my photo still be the focus of my layout today. So it's very special and dear to me, so I don't want it to get too lost with all the embellishments, but having really thoughtful pieces. So that one says happy little moments, and I do like that banner. I think that's really sweet. And I tossed and turned with this one for a while because it's sort of, yeah, I switched sides with it a few times, but in the end it sticks to the right side. So there we go, that's where that piece will go. And yeah, look, such a lovely layout to lift today. I'm really excited to be participating in today's lift. You know, it's a really big honor to lift someone else's work and to be part of this YouTube community of scrapbookers where we're looking after one another and supporting one another. I think it's just lovely. So yeah, be sure to go and check out everyone else in the hop, because it really is a super amazing scrapbook hop with lots of inspiration. So yeah. Anyway, back to my layout. I've tucked in all those gorgeous veneer pieces. I'm just going to add in some more of the chipboards. I like the floral blooms. I think the roses are really soft, and they've got that, again, that hint of pink that's quite soft, but just, yeah, gently, gently adding that little something to my layout. That's so sweet, chipboard. It's hanging around, but it is going. It's not staying. I couldn't decide at the time, but I did like this word delightful, and I thought that just fitted perfectly in and under my photograph there. Yeah, as I said, that one's sitting there. I couldn't decide if I liked it or not, but in the end, it doesn't add anything more, so I take it away. So, but more chipboard blooms, of course. I don't know how I had so much of the marigold chipboard stickers left. They're amazing. I don't know how I didn't use them all up. There must have been lots of other really good embellishments in that kit because, yeah, I seem to have quite a lot of them. So now the words "I look at you and see sunshine," I needed them on my page, but they weren't quite working for me. And I've tried tucking them in, and yeah, you can see me tapping my fingers. I wasn't happy. In the end, I actually decided to snip them up. Yeah, and I'm going to make them tinier so they'll fit in on the right hand side under happy little moments, because it's a happy little moment. I'm looking at you and seeing sunshine, so delightful. So that works better for me now. Look at that, just a lot, yeah, a lot simpler and cleaner, and still following around the photograph like all the embellishments in the original layout do as well. So I'm definitely much happier with how that sits. Yeah, definitely better. Yep. Of course, I'm going to fuss with them, but they're staying there now. But I do need something more on that side. Decisions. I think I'll add some of the gold puffy phrase stickers that were there. I think these were actually from the Jen Hadfield collection that was released at that same time as the marigold one, but they're really, really gorgeous, and they're soft and they're delicate, and I think just that pop of gold is really, really pretty. And then just to finish off, I'm just going to add a few gold gemstones. These are from Pink Fresh Studio. They're the crystals mix, sorry. So some golden crystals just to finish off. And there you go. That's my take on that gorgeous layout from Rachel Reynolds and Hannah Limo. And yeah, I hope my layout has inspired you today. Don't forget to check out all the other amazing artists as part of the Scrapbook YouTubers Scrappy Lift-a-Thon that is happening. And thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful, happy arty days. Bye.